my little beautiful friends of light and love. So it's your girl Enerchi, and I'm here to share with you a wonderful, inspiring story for all of my friends who are stuck in the friend zone and want to get out of it. I'm currently dating my best friend, my soulmate, my twin flame, whatever you want to call it. I'm currently dating him. I'm in a growing and loving relationship with him. It didn't start there. We were best friends for 9 months. 9 months, poor guy. And I'm sharing you with my version of the story, but I'm sure on Kel's YouTube channel, he's going to share with you what he's learned on his journey of getting out of the friend zone. But for now, this is the female take, my end, and you can see the different perspectives on the same lesson that we kind of went through. How we were able to grow this into a loving relationship, and some of the things that were barriers within the friend zone, and how you can allow yourself to grow out of the friend zone if you're a man, if you're a woman who can see the potential in a man, but you just can't see past the friend. How we can both, as women and men, grow out of that and perhaps grow into a beautiful relationship that you're going to be blessed with. So a little bit of backstory. I met my partner Kale through my cousin. So back in the day last year, I was doing real estate, and I was doing whatever it took to hustle, to understand what it took to build a real estate business back in the day when I thought that's what I wanted to do. My cousin hit me up and was like, hey, like, you know, I have a friend who has a free ticket to this 3-day event. If you want to go, let me know. And I was like, count me in, connect me with this kid. I want to be friends with him, and I want to, you know, I want to go to this event. I messaged Kale through Facebook, and I was like, hey, like, I saw my cousin told me that you're offering a free ticket. Can I go with you? And I remember he was just so friendly and so open, and he was just so kind. He was like, yeah, let's do it. And so when we met, we were so connected. Like, as soon as I saw him, I was like, my soul recognized him. I'm comfortable, and I was just so, like, I could be myself around him. I can talk about these metaphysical, like, things that I can't really talk to a lot of people with. Like, I was just so open to be with this person. I could share my whole soul with him. Like, literally in the first hour, we were talking about out-of-body experiences. We were talking about lucid dreaming. We were talking about psychedelics. Like, all of these interesting things that we were, like, curious about, and, like, all those really cool things. So that weekend alone, I met a new friend. I knew that I had gone to this event, and I had learned so much, but I had learned so much about making a new friend with a male species, a male guy. For, you know, after every week, he would hit me up. He'd say, hey, like, you know, you want to grab some coffee? You want to go out into nature? I'd love to show you to this place. And every week we would meet and go out. However, I only saw him as a friend. I did not see him as anything else. I was like, you know what, Kale's awesome. He's so cool. After like maybe 5 times of hanging out, I realized, I was like, oh, I think he has a crush on me, but I don't see him that way. He's so awesome, but I don't see that. But he's a beautiful guy. I know he's not, like, I don't like him that way. So I would kind of build a wall around me because I didn't want him to, like, get too much, like me too much. I was just like, I really like hanging out with him, but I don't want to go that way. At the time, I was also working on myself a lot of growth, a lot of self-love, a lot of healing was going through me. So I was not ready for a relationship. I was not ready for, like, an intimate thing, or so I thought. So he was being very persistent. He wanted to see me all the time, and I started retracting. I started kind of like backing off. Like, I would hang out with him, but I would like reserve myself because I just didn't want him to fall too deeply into me. And I've gone through this experience before. Sometimes, you know, there's guys that like you and you're just not attracted to them, and you less and less spend time with them because you either don't want to hurt their feelings or you don't want them to pursue you. So you, like, I've noticed myself doing that before. Here's the thing about how we've been programmed as women from a very young age. With TV shows and movies, women falling for the hunk, the guy that's, you know, like that hunk hot type of guy, right? We're hypnotized to go and be attracted to that. We're attracted to that on a subconscious level, right? And then like the guy that's there, that's sweet, and that's like being super friendly and just super nice and super outgoing, and the guys that like are super amazing, nice guy. We're programmed to like kind of step away from that. And I noticed that that was subconsciously there when I was first starting to get to know Kale, because when Kale was trying to pursue me, I realized that why was I being more attracted to like guys that weren't giving me the time of day, like guys that were like externally hot but internally just weren't aligned with who I am and who I was growing into. We weren't connected. So I was trying to understand that psychology of why I was being more open to guys that were like not aligned with me, just hot guys externally, and there was just no depth there. But a guy that was like, everything that he expressed was amazing. Was it because I was programmed to think that I didn't deserve somebody that was so kind and awesome, and I was programmed to be more attractive to the hot guy? Yeah, I realized that that was a program that I had to deprogram. So I just want to put that out there. So how he got out of the friend zone, he said, you know what, I'm gonna allow this to be what it is. The minute that he wasn't as in my face, like readily available for me, I don't know why that is, but I was more attracted to him. Okay, so like we're cool, we're friends, the walls are down. I started just letting my guard down. I started realizing like the more I hung out with him as friends and there was like no goal, like he wasn't in my face trying to pursue me, was the minute I was allowed to breathe and like really see like who he was as a human being, as a man. He was so aligned and he mirrored me. When we're in the chase, oh my god, like does he like me? We're like playing a role. But when we just allow things to flourish naturally, organically, it works. It flows naturally. Now he was less in my face and more himself, that I started to get really attracted to him, and I can see him for who he is, not as the guy that's trying to pursue me, but as the confident guy that showed up and that was fully himself, confidently. Even when I turned him down, he showed up and he was like, you know what, if I can't have her as my girlfriend or as the girl that I'm dating, then I'm going to have her as my friend. And my friends, that worked. Remember, be persistent, be yourself, be confident in yourself. Retract from being needy. Realize that if it's not for you, it's not for you. See, the thing is that I was able to observe the fact that I was going along with the program that I was subconsciously programmed as a young woman or as a young girl to go after the hunk and to not be receptive to amazing, loving guy, because when I realized that he was giving me so much love, I was confused. I was like, nope. And that's a psychological programming that we need to deprogram from ourselves. That's why they say the nice guy finishes last or whatever. That's so not true. I mean, it's a program, but it's so not true. If you realize that nice guys, the guys that are friendly, the guys that are so themselves and they're not douchebags, they're honest, they're true, they're loving, they're uplifting, they're empowering. And if there's a man that empowers himself and it empowers all those around them, it's very attractive for a woman, especially when you're in the friend zone, to view. And if the attraction is not there, and if you can't force something to be, you have to let it just flourish naturally, if that makes sense. Just be yourself, just show up, be persistent. But if it's not growing, let it go, let it be. If it's meant to be, it flourishes organically. I hope that this video inspired you. If you are the woman that sees potential in a man but just can't see past the friend zone, really take into consideration about what's going on in your psychology, in your mind, right? If you see that this guy has so much potential, what is stopping you from allowing that person to enter into your life? Is it something that you need to work through? Is there something that you need to deprogram or to allow, or even just give it time? Like, if you really see the potential, like this guy is for you, but you can't see past the friend zone, then maybe you just need to align yourself with like what you deserve, right? Because if there's a guy that's treating you well and that you're attracted to him, or that you see awesomeness in him, then maybe it's something that you should allow into your life. It's a blessing. if you're a guy or even if you're a girl in the friend zone and you're feeling frustrated, take in consideration that you need to be persistent on yourself, on your growth, on your confidence, on who you're being. If there's a person that you're trying to pursue and they're just friend zoning you, give yourself a value. Know that whether or not she's there for you or not, honor yourself, right? Celebrate yourself. Know that you are worthy of someone that's going to give you attention. That attention isn't being put onto you. Then start dating yourself and start presenting yourself as the man or the person that loves themselves with or without that person that's friend zoning you. So yeah, so I hope you like this story. If you have any questions, let me know. You can definitely have myself and Kale share a little bit more of our experiences in helping you be who you truly are, to attract your soulmate, to attract yourself. The next video that I'm creating is about how I actually manifested him into my life, which is funny because when I manifested him, I wasn't even aware that I manifested him until 9 months later. But sometimes life just kind of works like that. But I will be sharing how I was able to attract my soulmate, and be on the lookout for that. If there's any other questions about relationships, about growing into yourself, inspiration, anything that you're having trouble with, or you're confused about, or you would like a little bit of assistance with, let me know in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe and like to this channel and share if you found a piece of gold in this. Okay, enjoy. I love you so much, and keep going to yourself because you deserve it.